Hi, my name is Laura Greeno, and today I'll be talking to you about how to design mental health care facilities to create a healing, stress-free environment for young adults. The youth demographic has specific needs that need to be met when accessing behavioral health services. Ensuring that designers understand these potential needs are crucial when designing the built environment correctly. To understand these potential needs, 3 research objectives were developed. The first objective is to understand the physiological and psychological needs of youth with mental illnesses and how these needs can be supported by environmental design. The second objective is to investigate the physical design features that can help guide patients to receive a positive rehabilitation and recovery experience. And finally, the third objective is to learn how multisensory experiences can be achieved to increase overall patient well-being. The purpose of this study is to provide a design framework that successfully supports youth who access mental health care facilities. This topic was chosen for 2 reasons. The first reason being that the youth demographic, approximately aged between 13 and 24, are pressured with the negative beliefs that are developed behind accessing mental health care services and developing mental illnesses. The start of most mental illnesses occur during youth and young adulthood. The second reason behind the study is that there is a need to research positive environmental design factors that mental health care facilities should incorporate. There are ongoing negative implications that poorly designed mental health care facilities can have on youth, and by promoting positive environmental features can help reduce these negative impacts. The design framework within this study will create a design approach that will compile positive design techniques that will help with the support of mental illnesses. There are several practices that the youth demographic needs to receive to positively develop, especially in mental health care facilities. There are approximately 8 categories that should be addressed to ensure positive youth development: physical and psychological safety, appropriate building structure, supportive relationships, opportunities to belong, positive social interactions, support for success, opportunities for skill building, and finally, the integration of family, school, and community efforts. To ensure a positive healing space for youth, the healthcare environment needs to successfully implement these 8 features. When completing research to support and gather evidence-based design techniques, approximately 20 peer-reviewed journals were read. These best practices that were gathered from these journals fell under 5 categories. The first category is therapeutic environments. Ensuring that adolescent patients can understand their surrounding environment provides them with a sense of relief during their recovery experience. So this can be created by giving patients a sense of control over their environments by providing adjustable lighting, the possibility of opening windows, and bringing in personal items to their bedrooms. The second category is lighting and daylighting. Providing ample lighting levels in healthcare settings ensures that patients are receiving the highest quality of care. Natural light can increase patient and staff productivity and also helps with creating a starting point for their recovery experience. Acoustical considerations need to be addressed as well. Noise and unnecessary sounds present in mental health care buildings can cause unwanted stress to patients. So by incorporating soft surfaces and acoustical panels can help reduce noises that would disturb patients. Views to outdoors provide restorative attributes for patients in mental health care facilities. So this can be accomplished by providing windows in patient bedrooms, and the windows also provide therapeutic value because they give soothing, peaceful distractions. And finally, outdoor areas should be implemented. Provide patients with direct access to outdoor areas can help reduce stress that can be found. So this can include having access to enclosed courtyards, fenced-in areas, or even interior or exterior greenhouses. The site of this mental health care facility is located at 201 King Street, London, Ontario. With being located downtown, this site provides a central location for families to come, regardless of whether they're located in North, East, or South London. King Street also provides patients, family, and visitors with connections to local businesses. That way patients don't feel disconnected from their community. Ample parking is located adjacent to the building, with room for implementation of green spaces and an exterior courtyard. There are 3 main zones located within the facility: patient, patient and family, and staff only. Each zone has specific areas and requirements. Patient zones consist of bedrooms, washrooms, dining rooms, psychiatrist offices, exam rooms, and the spiritual and faith center. Patient and family zones consist of waiting rooms, activity rooms, group lounges, patient bedrooms, library, an education center, and then exterior courtyards. Staff-only zones consist of staff lounges, reception, staff storage, and any mechanical and janitorial services. Within these 3 areas, there are overall specific qualities that should be considered, such as including natural light, creating a welcoming environment, providing a comfortable seating, acoustical separation, and calming colors. But there are also specific qualities that fall under the zones. For example, patient areas should be private and secure. In patient and family zones, family engagement and positive distractions should be promoted. And then in staff areas, staff members should feel comfortable and be in a relaxing, stress-free environment. Within the preliminary design process, a large portion of this design process was focused on the allocation of the various spaces. So on the first floor, you can see a majority of the public spaces, which are highlighted in blue, are allocated together. On the second floor, the private spaces, which are yellow, are allocated together. And then also the semi-private spaces in green are allocated together. The pros for this preliminary design process is that the semi-private and private spaces are allocated together to provide acoustic privacy. Public spaces are separated from private spaces. Staff spaces are adjacent for safety for patients. Lounge and touchdown spaces are provided in key locations on each floor, so patients are free to relax when needed. The first floor has a total square footage of 8,210 square feet. The first floor has the waiting room, the reception, multiple activity rooms, multiple lounges, public washrooms, and access to the exterior courtyard. This first floor promotes socialization between parents, patients, guests, and visitors. The second floor has a total of 8,210 square feet. The second floor promotes quiet activities for patients and quiet rest areas. The second floor has all of the patient bedrooms, the staff psychiatry and exam rooms, library education center, dining room, and the spiritual and faith center. The first section shows views of the first and second floor on the total length of the building. This section shows activity rooms, soft surface lounges, all the patient bedrooms, and then a couple of staff rooms. The first floor height is 9 feet. The second floor height is 9 feet. The overall height of these 2 floors is 22 feet, and the total building length is 164 feet. The second section shows the total width of the building between the 2 floors. So this section shows patient and public washrooms, change rooms, a patient bedroom, and the dining room. So like stated before, the first and second floor height are both 9 feet. The overall height is 22 feet, and the total building width is 49 feet. So like stated before, the first floor promotes socialization between family, staff, and any miscellaneous visitors. Patients can freely move around with supervision within the various activity rooms provided. So there are several key concepts implemented on this first floor. So social spaces that include various innovative seating arrangements encourage patients and visitors to socialize. So this is why the activity room has modular mobile furniture. Outdoor spaces are provided to allow patients and staff and visitors to relax and recharge in the outdoors. Incorporation of daylight into staff areas can help staff to have natural exposure, so there are large windows located in the staff lounge and in the reception. The integration of creative hands-on group activity spaces are key in the healing process. So this is why there are 3 activity rooms present, and then also 3 social lounges for patients to come to. Certain colors have different impacts on users, so oranges and reds should be used in areas that have high activity rates. So there are warm red and orange tones used in the activity and social lounges. And then finally, soft color artwork has proven to positively impact patient behavior more so over bold colors and patterns. This is why you will see more natural and more toned down hues and patterns. So the second floor promotes patient care and well-being. So spaces found throughout the second floor are designed to be quiet, relaxing spaces for patients, staff, and family members. So the key concepts that went behind the second floor were views of the adjacent landscape should be incorporated. So windows are found throughout every room on this floor. Patient rooms are designed as a single patient rooms, providing the space and privacy for family engagement. Dining experiences include multiple dining seating areas to provide patients with a sense of control. So in the dining area, patients are able to choose between sitting in a booth or sitting in tables. Patient safety is monitored by the implementation of double-acting swing doors on the patient bedrooms so that staff can enter in case of an emergency. Certain colors have different impact on users, like stated before. Blues and greens should be implemented in areas where activity levels are low and patients are promoted to be calm. So cool blue and green hues are located throughout patient bedrooms. And then finally, a spiritual and faith center should be implemented so individuals have the opportunity to create a spiritual relationship throughout this recovery experience. So this room is completely mobile and modular. So all the furniture located in it can be rearranged to design and to be supportive for all faiths found. There are a couple of key topics that should be addressed for technical analysis. So all existing columns are to remain for structural considerations. And then the existing HVAC system is being kept as is throughout the center of the building. Acoustics were also addressed. So a separate waiting room was provided with a secure door to ensure acoustical separation from reception and other open concept waiting rooms. Soft surfaces were provided to maintain acoustics in lounges. And then finally, a retractable wall is provided to acoustically separate the separate activity rooms. So they're able to be open and to be closed regarding what activities are going on. And then there are similar topics for the second floor. The existing columns are maintained as is, and then the existing HVAC system is also being retained in the center of the building. The main fire escape is maintained as is since it was already to code. The servery being implemented on the second floor was equipped with proper ventilation for the food prep. And then finally, the main elevator and staircase located were also being maintained as is. This first rendering is the view of the main open concept waiting room. Positive distractions are provided for patients with mounted TVs and reading materials and quiet activities. These are located on the table to the left. Natural materials such as brick and wood paneling and natural colors are provided to bring a sense of comfortability into the waiting room. Soft surface seating allows for visitors, family, and patients to feel safe in the environment. Multiple seating options are provided for patients, and visitors can choose a seating option that supports them. So there are ottoman poofs located in this waiting room, also 2-seater couches, and then individual 1-seater chairs. And there's also a large window present centrally to bring natural light into the space to de-stress the waiting patients. Located on the right is also a materiality palette, which just shows the various materials used in this waiting room. So as you can see, there's various natural woods, there's natural bricks, there is vinyl upholstery for the chairs, and then also blue vinyl upholstery for the poof ottomans. These are all sustainable by allowing them to be easily cleaned. Sustainability is also addressed throughout the LED lighting present in this space, and then also throughout the large windows, which brings natural light into the space. This is the secondary perspective for the waiting room. It's just of the other adjacent wall. So you can see there's another wall-mounted TV, and then there are more LED lights present throughout the bulkheads and throughout the hanging linear lights. This is the view of the patient bedrooms. So natural elements such as hardwood finishes are integrated to provide soothing finishes and materials for patients. Views to the outdoors are provided. They're not seen in this rendering, but there is a window located on the right-hand brick wall. So these are provided for positive distractions. Built-in storage and desk are present to allow patients and family members room for their personal belongings. And then positive colors are also provided to these patients. So you can see these positive colors found in the materiality palette located below. So on the upholstery in this room, there is a combination of blues, greens, and yellows. LED lights are also located on the bulkheads and also in the recessed square lights. So this is a view of one of the activity spaces. So this is one with the kitchenette adjacent. Modular and mobile furniture are found in this space to be transformed to support whatever activities are going on. Natural materials such as brick, wood paneling, and natural colors are provided to bring a sense of comfortability. Multiple activities present to provide patients with a sense of option and choice to participate in what they prefer. And then natural light is also present throughout the window in this space to enhance the well-being of users within the space. So the materiality palette for the three activity spaces are located below. So there are calming, cool colors with blues and greens, and also a pop of a warm color to bring in a sense of creativity into the space. This is a view of the other two activity rooms present. So on the left-hand side, you can see the mobile partition wall present. So this can be opened or closed to transform the room. LED recessed rectangle lights are located on the ceiling to provide ample lighting for these rooms. This is a view of one of the social lounges. So the social lounges include positive distractions provided with various activities, such as mounted TVs for games and movies, and then quiet group games found in the cabinets, and then whiteboards are also present. The soft surface seating in these social lounges allows patients to comfortably engage with their environment. So then there are also multiple seating options present to provide patients with a sense of option and choice to sit where they feel most comfortable. And then storage provided for reading material, educational books, and other positive distractions to de-stress patients. So materiality palette for this social lounge is bright and colorful. So it was designed to be creative and to be innovative for patients coming to visit. There are LED lighting located on the ceiling with the linear lights and then the recessed down lights on the bulkheads. So this is the secondary perspective of the social lounges. This shows the more soft surface tiered modular furniture arrangement found. So adjacent to this tiered soft surface tower, there are mobile round ottomans. LED lighting is promoted in this space throughout the bulkheads with recessed downlights, and then also throughout the linear hanging lights. A majority of the furniture specifications for this mental health care facility are soft surface. So these soft surface chairs or benches are made out of vinyl upholstery. So these vinyl upholstery are easily sustainable because they're easily cleaned. There are also hardwood elements found throughout some of the furniture pieces as well. So these not only bring a sense of natural texture into the room, but they too are easily cleaned, therefore sustainable. And then the case goods found in the reception area are all sustainable grade and high quality healthcare grade. Lighting found throughout this facility are all relatively similar. So there are recessed downlights found throughout a majority of the spaces. There are also linear lights located In the larger social spaces, in the patient bedrooms, to provide a sense of intimacy, there are square recessed downlights in collaboration with the round recessed downlights. And then over the reception desk, there are round pendant lights. Also in collaboration with these lights, there are natural light, which provides a sense of sustainability for this facility. That concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And if there are any questions, feel free to contact me.